Stop using pricey creams on your skin. After more than 20 years studying aging and cellular repair, I can say with certainty that the strongest anti-aging lab is not in Paris, not in a Swiss clinic, and not in that jar on your counter. It is in your kitchen. What you eat each day either reverses wrinkles from inside out or speeds them up faster than sun exposure ever could. A landmark study at the University of Newcastle tracked 2,700 adults over the age of 65 for 7 years. Those who regularly consumed certain nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory foods showed 31% less visible skin aging, 28% better skin elasticity, and most strikingly, longer telomeres, the protective caps on DNA that indicate biological age. In simple terms, their cells were younger than those on typical Western diets. Item number 5 on the list is the humble sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are among the richest natural sources of beta-carotene. This compound converts into vitamin A in the body, which your skin uses to rebuild itself at the cellular level. After 65, your skin's ability to regenerate collagen drops by roughly 40%. Beta-carotene wakes fibroblasts, the cells making collagen, improving skin structure from within. A study at Wageningen University in the Netherlands found that women aged 60 to 79 with the highest beta-carotene intake had up to 27% fewer wrinkles around eyes and forehead compared to those with the lowest intake. Sweet potatoes also contain vitamin C. One medium potato provides about 30% of daily needs. Vitamin C directs collagen production like a construction foreman, ensuring fibroblasts can build effectively. Baking sweet potatoes preserves beta-carotene and vitamin C better than boiling. Eat them 3 to 4 times weekly, ideally with a small amount of healthy fat like olive oil, avocado, or grass-fed butter, which boosts absorption of beta-carotene by up to 300%, according to Iowa State University. Number 4 is wild-caught salmon. It contains a compound called astaxanthin, the pigment giving salmon its pink-red hue, which is exceptionally powerful for anti-aging. Research published in Nutrients with participants aged 64 to 81 showed that consuming astaxanthin regularly for 16 weeks reduced wrinkle depth by 21% and increased skin moisture by 31%. After 70, the body's internal antioxidant system becomes 38% less efficient, making astaxanthin crucial. Laboratory tests show it is 6,000 times more potent than vitamin C, 800 times stronger than CoQ10, and 550 times more effective than vitamin E. Astaxanthin integrates into cell membranes, protecting cells from inside and outside. Salmon also provides omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, reducing inflammation that accelerates skin aging. Inflammation is more than redness or swelling. Chronic, low-grade inflammation at the cellular level, now called inflammaging by researchers at Stanford University's Aging Laboratory, is a major driver of accelerated biological aging. Wild salmon combats inflammaging directly. 2 to 3 servings per week of wild-caught salmon are recommended. Atlantic farm-raised salmon contains far less astaxanthin because it does not consume its natural diet. Wild-caught Pacific salmon, sockeye in particular, has the highest natural astaxanthin levels. Bake or poach gently rather than fry, as high heat reduces omega-3 content. Pairing salmon with leafy greens is ideal. The vitamin K and folate in dark greens work with omega-3s to support vascular health, improving nutrient delivery to skin cells. Number 3 may surprise many. Dark chocolate, real high-quality chocolate, with 70% cacao or higher, ranks among the most scientifically supported anti-aging foods. It contains exceptionally high amounts of antioxidants called flavonols, specifically epicatechin and catechin. A landmark study at the University of California, Davis, later confirmed by Heinrich Heine University in Germany, found participants over 65 consuming 20 grams of high flavonol dark chocolate daily for 12 weeks experienced a 25% increase in skin hydration, 22% better skin density, and improved blood flow to the skin surface. Better blood flow delivers more oxygen and nutrients while removing waste efficiently, supporting vibrant skin. Beyond blood flow, dark chocolate addresses mitochondrial dysfunction, a lesser-known factor in skin aging. Mitochondria, The energy generators in each cell lose up to 35% efficiency after 65, according to the Buck Institute for Research on Aging in California. Flavonols in dark chocolate stimulate new mitochondria production, a process called mitochondrial biogenesis. Dark chocolate also supplies copper and zinc, essential for collagen and elastin. After 65, absorption of both minerals declines, making dietary intake crucial. 20 grams daily, roughly 2 small squares, is supported by research. Consuming it in the afternoon between 2 and 4 p.m. aligns with naturally declining cortisol levels, allowing the body to focus on repair. Pairing with a handful of almonds enhances protection of skin cell membranes through vitamin E synergy. A 74-year-old patient in Portland, Oregon, followed this dietary approach for 90 days and saw softened forehead lines without laser treatment, improved sleep, and higher energy. Item number 2 demands attention. Researchers at the Salk Institute for Biological Studies call it the most significant dietary discovery for cellular aging in the last 20 years. Most people drastically underconsume it. Broccoli sprouts, not mature broccoli, contain 20 to 100 times more sulforaphane, a compound that activates the NRF2 pathway, a master regulator of the body's internal antioxidant and detoxification systems. When triggered, the body produces potent internal antioxidants such as glutathione, superoxide dismutase, and catalase. These work at a cellular level beyond what dietary antioxidants can reach. Studies published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences with participants aged 65 to 80 showed sulforaphane-rich diets increased internal antioxidant enzyme activity by 40%. Johns Hopkins University researchers have documented sulforaphane's ability to reduce inflammatory markers, support DNA repair, and significantly slow cellular aging, especially in skin tissues. As NRF2 activity diminishes with age, especially after 60, skin cells lose defense against UV damage, pollution, and metabolic waste. Sulforaphane reactivates this protective system. Broccoli sprouts are available in many grocery stores, or you can easily grow them at home in a simple sprouting jar for almost no cost. 3 tablespoons of fresh broccoli sprouts, consumed 3 to 4 times per week, is the amount used in most research studies. Do not cook them, as heat destroys the enzyme myrosinase, which activates sulforaphane in your body. Eat them raw in salads, sandwiches, or blended into a smoothie. For added effect, pair them with mustard greens, or sprinkle a small pinch of mustard powder onto your sprouts. Research from the University of Illinois found that mustard greens contain additional myrosinase, dramatically increasing sulforaphane conversion and boosting bioavailable amounts up to 4 times compared to sprouts alone. This food is particularly significant for people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. If you take one thing from today, let it be broccoli sprouts. Number 1 is wild blueberries, the food that ties everything together and targets the root mechanism of visible aging. Wild blueberries are in a completely different category from cultivated blueberries. Smaller in size and grown in harsher conditions, colder climates, and poorer soils, they develop much higher anthocyanin concentrations for protection. Anthocyanins give them their deep blue-purple color and are extraordinary within the body. Wild blueberries contain 2 to 3 times more anthocyanins than commercially farmed blueberries. This difference is the gap between a therapeutic dose and a decorative garnish. A 10-year longitudinal study at Harvard's T.H. Chan School of Public Health, tracking over 16,000 adults aged 60 and above, found that regular consumption of wild blueberries led to 32% lower cognitive decline, 24% less cardiovascular inflammation, and significantly younger biological markers of cellular aging across multiple tissues, including the skin. A separate dermatology substudy confirmed that high blueberry consumers had firmer skin, deeper dermis density on ultrasound, and reduced wrinkle surface area compared to age-matched non-consumers. The mechanism behind these effects centers on DNA integrity. Skin, like all organs, relies on DNA to repair itself. Every day, UV exposure, metabolic processes, and environmental stressors cause roughly 10,000 DNA damage events per cell. DNA repair enzymes fix this damage, but after 70, Research from the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences shows repair efficiency drops by up to 50%. Accumulated DNA damage manifests as thinning skin, deep lines, and loss of youthful luminosity. Anthocyanins from wild blueberries directly upregulate DNA repair enzymes through a protein called SIRT1, a gene associated with longevity. SIRT1 acts like a maintenance supervisor, dispatching repair crews to damaged DNA. Anthocyanins provide more staff, resources, and communication lines, improving repair, slowing cellular aging, and enhancing skin regeneration. 1 cup of frozen wild blueberries daily is the amount most consistently used in clinical research. Frozen preserves peak anthocyanin content. They are found in most major grocery store freezers, labeled specifically as wild blueberries. Add them to oatmeal, smoothies, or eat thawed as a snack. Pairing with vitamin C, like lemon juice or strawberries, enhances anthocyanin absorption. Adding ground flaxseed provides lignins that work with anthocyanins to modulate inflammatory pathways that accelerate skin aging. Dorothy, 78, from Burlington, Vermont, struggled with her appearance despite feeling young inside. She followed a 6-month protocol centered on the 5 foods discussed, with wild blueberries as the cornerstone. At follow-up, her skin texture and firmness improved, and she felt empowered, reclaiming control over her aging process. Research confirms that even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, cellular regeneration, anti-inflammatory activity, DNA repair, and collagen synthesis respond to nutritional input. Sweet potato rebuilds collagen scaffolding and activates fibroblasts. Wild salmon floods cells with powerful antioxidants. Dark chocolate fuels mitochondria and enhances nutrient delivery. Broccoli sprouts activate the NRF2 pathway, the body's internal pharmacy. Wild blueberries repair DNA damage that marks aging. This is about independence, energy, quality of life, and seeing yourself actively fighting aging with each meal. Your best years and best skin may still be ahead. Begin today by treating your kitchen as an anti-aging laboratory. Please leave your thoughts about this content in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.